Well, we're back. We
What's
are
good?
back. We back. How's everybody doing?
Good.
It's been a minute.
Good.
Y'all been ducking and diving.
Hold on. Everybody been kind of
Flying.
Yeah, everybody
Swimming.
they're swimming.
Sleeping.
Every episode,
Working.
you know what I've been doing.
Working. We work too.
Y'all were on vacation.
He's on vacation.
That's the thing. Every time Tim sees me working, he's like, "You work too hard," and I'm like, "Tim, but I take holidays. You need to take a holiday.
You need to take holidays, bro.
Take a holiday.
You don't want to burn out. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, it's too late for that.
Y'all about to be up on a new season real quick too.
And we know how that shit was.
Yeah.
You think you'll feel it?
It's like it's an inevitable burnout. The season is an inevitable burnout.
Did you feel it like on your body last season?
In my body, no, but like it weighs so heavily on you mentally, and just like it's draining. It's so draining mentally that it's just like it's physical as well.
I felt like it went by fast. I don't feel like as a coach. I was gonna ask you too. Like, did you feel it mentally?
It went by fast for you.
Yeah, I felt like it went by quite fast.
It was long for me.
It was long for
It was just because of the situation, but it was kind of taxing because I feel like we spread it really thin, like across a lot of things. So like it gets taxing, especially when you don't have time for a holiday because all your weekends are taken.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't get a day to think, to sit down and just.
We honestly got a little bit more freedom sometimes than we should, because like what was it, two weekends?
Oh, that's right.
We had kind of 2 weekends freedom. We should.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true. Yeah, so it'll be different. It'll be a different feel.
No, 100%. There was a little bit of novelty, I think, for me. I think you guys are more so used to that kind of like structure and level of play in Europe, because you guys have played in like Poland.
Well, see, the difference was like when we got bowels, we knew we weren't doing anything, and like we didn't know, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like I just like planned something and do something.
Yeah.
I just
something could have happened on that bye week.
Yeah. We knew at the last minute, so
yeah.
I really didn't have time to.
There was a little bit of drama in there too.
Yeah.
That kind of felt like it spread it out.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see this new season, man.
That's new for me. People getting sent home. Like that added a part to me that I'm like, damn. Like I didn't think. I heard people say that, but I didn't think it was gonna be as cutthroat as.
It's a new vibe.
I don't know. I feel like it's crazy because like that was the reason guys wanted to come to Europe and play. It was the nostalgia of like being able to come here, see, take little mini vacations, get to see Europe and practice, but it's not like taxing on your body and things like that. And you know, my thing is the setup hasn't changed. It's just the amount of work that players have to deal with has changed.
Well, I think the level of play has.
The level of play, of course.
So I think that brings with it the stress, probably the long bus rides, but the work that you have to put into it too. You know, because now you're playing against top level guys every week out.
I think in Europe the problem is. These players you want the players to put the same amount of work in as they do in the States, but the actual medical part is not facilitated.
That's a big part.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. That's just across Europe.
But I mean, if the league can sustain itself, maybe those things will come in eventually, because you need those types of things, especially if you're going to continue to bring high caliber players. They're going to be like, where's my stem? Where's my ice bucket? You know what I'm saying?
And really good coaches too. Yeah, and really good coaches. But that's the thing is, it's like I said, a lot of these teams, it's like they don't have time to breathe. Everybody's trying to win and now. Mm-hmm. It's like, do you want to develop football in Europe, or do you just want to win? Yeah. That's going to be the common denominator of the league having longevity.
You're not going to develop football with this league. You have to develop football with the younger leagues, with all the Division I, Division II leagues, teams and things like that. But let's not talk about football because Tim got a hard out.
Yeah, man.
What's up? What y'all want to talk about? What we got to the table? I want to ask you guys. Did you guys watch the Francis Ngannou and what the fuck?
I didn't
Joshua
get to see it, but I saw the knockout.
Dang, that shit was crazy. Second round.
He's a boxer, man.
Yeah, but it's crazy to see the contrast between when he fought Fury and then Anthony Joshua. I mean, styles make fights, but Fury's a better boxer than
people say
Anthony
that.
Joshua.
I think people that like know boxing well were saying that Anthony's more technical.
More technical.
Anthony's more powerful.
I mean, they're all powerful. They're all
but Anthony's more powerful boxer. I feel like what's his name? Tyson Fury is skilled.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Remember when he got knocked out and he got back up and won the fight?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he would have won on the card too.
He was winning on the card for sure. But I mean, he beat up Deontay Wilder real bad.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder knocked him out twice.
Yeah, but he beat up Deontay Wilder, so he has power too.
He doesn't have power.
Yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't have power, but Anthony Joshua, he pretty much set up like Jay, but bigger.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy that contrast though, because it's like, okay, what was the Fury fight?
Yeah.
Was Fury now ready for that fight? Did he not take it seriously? Because I think what happened was I saw the interview, and Anthony Joshua said he was looking for the next big fight, and then you saw the Tyson Fury and Ngannou fight. It was like, oh shit, this might be the next big thing for him.
Yeah.
And I think he took it serious. I don't know if Tyson Fury took it serious. Because it was like a charity type of thing, was it not?
I mean, it was in Saudi Arabia. It wasn't an official fight.
It wasn't an official fight.
But I mean, this was no. I think it had something to do with, for example, even the Usyk fight. It had some type of stipulations. Maybe if he lost it would have not been such a big fight.
There were some.
It wasn't an official fight. Yeah, it wasn't an official fight.
I say while we're on the subject, I don't know if you was about to say it, but Logan Paul, Mike Tyson.
Bro, that's crazy.
Some people are saying that there's like stipulations that he can tag his brother.
What?
So like there's weird. The fight is actually kind of weird. I heard somebody talking about it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mark the calendar.
This giving me real like Coliseum like fight to the death type shit. Because what if like Mike Tyson's 58 years old?
Yeah.
And he's not gonna go in there thinking it's a joke, thinking it's a game. So
he's still got that.
Paul needs to know it's not a game too. And if that's the case, I mean, 58 years old.
It's not a game.
I want to see them. I want to know what's on.
You know how I know it's not a game? He hadn't did one show, one podcast. He been training. He been training. I've been seeing videos. He been training. He was training before. He's doing this stem cell deal with his body. Yeah.
He was looking like. I mean, he got.
What if we see old Tyson with the fro come out?
Get out of here. No. Get out of here with the cutoff.
That stem cell go crazy. You see the old Tyson with the fro and the slit.
Waves back.
Do stem cell with the waves back, bro. We not fighting. We're not fighting.
It's gonna be crazy.
Stem cell is crazy.
It's that I don't know. It's not official to me. It don't make sense.
It doesn't.
So I feel like it's something. I just get a dangerous feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because those Paul boys, they can fight.
I don't. And Mayweather's still fighting. He's still doing the exhibition.
He's dancing around. Nobody's hitting him.
But these are starting to get weird now. These fights are just like, what are we doing? Because it's like Logan Paul is like, I thought we were gonna start working towards like a professional boxing career.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
And it always seems like it takes like a weird direction where it's like, you gotta stop doing the MMA guys.
It's like why?
He ducked somebody too. That was like
he just recently knocked somebody out.
I'm just saying, like, there's so much money out here now. It's like why do that when I can get all the money for myself? Why go through Showtime or? You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather, he set the tone for that.
I think, you're right. They kind of set the tone for that.
Because that honestly could be what it is, but people just chasing bags.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's a huge bag.
Yeah.
You know, Mike Tyson especially. I mean, retired.
Who's not gonna watch that?
He has
Mike
been trained
Tyson.
too. Mike Tyson has been trained
Yeah.
before, like the whole Logan Paul shit. You've seen videos of him.
When he fought Roy Jones, that was a big
Yeah.
money, right? That was big money. But that was during the quarantine, so. But it's gonna be interesting. I'm a boxing fan. I'm gonna check it out for sure. That's crazy.
I didn't know what that clause is. Is there a no knockout clause? Is there a...
Tagging your brother in a boxing match?
I promise you that's what I heard.
Well, man, we'll see.
That's really weird.
Yes.
If that's the case, it's gonna be some type of show with this guy.
I think that's honestly what it's going to be.
Yeah.
But that's not what people want to see. People want to see...
Either Mike Tyson get knocked out or
Yeah.
Logan Paul get knocked
That's
out.
it.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be interesting.
Speaking of fights, Cam Newton.
Yeah, there's a few things that we didn't get to address.
Like,
But I feel like that's like a timeless one because I feel like there's a lot of like hinted stuff.
And he had an issue one time last summer, right?
yeah,
With the kids
with
talking
the kids.
crap.
This right here was more so the coaches.
That was a verbal one.
Some coaches that work for him.
Those were coaches?
Yeah.
No, those were kids.
I thought it was kids. That's everybody was saying they were
Grown men.
kids, but they were coaches that.
There were two
Grown men.
coaches that worked for him.
Yeah.
That
basically
went to
worse.
another team. They worked for him. They went to another team.
But in the same organization? The same?
Yeah.
They're still under the same set on set.
They got into an argument on stage, and Cam was like, he said some shit to get under their skin.
Like I'm like sunning them.
Yeah, and that's how that happened. But still, I'm just like, everybody involved in football, man. It's those guys that didn't make it or didn't get a chance to play college ball at a high level. It's like, man, they gotta leave that shit at home. Leave it at home, man. Like, you gotta respect. Like Cam Newton, it shows how down to earth he is that he's even letting you guys that close to him. But I'm like, leave your. It's like if we playing basketball and I beat you in 1-on-1, you Michael Jordan. I'm like, man, you fucking suck. And it's just like, it's Michael Jordan, right? Be happy that you play 1-on-1 with him. Like, and that's why I feel like I feel it has a lot to do with social media and shit too. It's like, you know, before you meet somebody like Cam Newton, let's say if I'm a teenager, I'm going up to him, hey, how you doing, Mr. Newton? It's nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Even as a coach, like, hey man, I want to learn from you.
Because these are coaches that he gave opportunities to.
Yeah.
That he was fighting.
And now they feel like, we on your level, Cam. No, you're not.
Yeah.
It's not about. It could be about that, but it's about just it's respect. Just
Yeah.
respect.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're holding that.
It's jealousy.
Jealousy, bro.
Jealousy
From
and
what?
envy, yeah. Just
Because it's like at the end of the day, it's an opportunity that we have to give back to the kids. Where it's just like Cam provided this opportunity for all of you coaches to give back to the kids.
Right.
You obviously used to work for him. They branched off. They had their own team. Now they still have the opportunity with the under Cam's thing to give back to the kids.
Mhm.
And it's just like at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, niggas talk shit, but it's like, bro, it should never get to that.
Yeah, like I mean, maybe Cam was saying some real foul stuff.
He said he was trash talking.
And you know, in the midst of everybody, you kind of probably feel, you know, like you gotta stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? If he's calling you out or if he's sunning you in front of the masses, you know, you probably gotta stand up for yourself. But at the same time, you gotta be an adult. I thought they were kids. They looked like kids the way he was tossing them around.
Look how big he is.
But
It's funny because that's what I heard at first too. Everybody was like it was kids, and then you
no, I looked at,
find out.
but I looked at the clip. I looked at the clip.
But
They
then
look
he
like
came
kids.
out and said in the interview, he's like, no, they were coaches.
Damn.
And it's funny. Like
They used to work
they
for
went
us.
on,
crazy.
they went on and did a podcast or whatever, and they were talking shit.
Yeah, I heard
Cam
that
Newton
podcast.
went to 2 or 3 podcasts. He didn't really say shit. He just like apologized and yeah, it's on me. Woo. But I'm just like, bro, like y'all around kids, man.
Yeah, I just think it goes down to respect, and it just goes down probably even under the more magnifying glass. It's like our societies and our environments and our communities. You know.
Can you correlate that to the Deion Sanders thing? Can you say that's like a similar case in like the black community where it's like somebody of recognition or merit tries to do something good, and then somebody within that same community, like,
crabs in the bucket.
Bruh,
yeah.
it's because, bro, I think all that shit falls back to jealousy, bro.
It's jealousy, yeah, it's
It's
jealousy.
just jealousy. How did you get here? We grew up in the same area. How did you do it?
Yeah.
Why can't I do it? What makes you special?
Yeah.
It's like Mike Epps said. He was like, when he was doing coke, he was coming out off the coke and crying and shit. He was like his best friend at the time. He was like, he felt like that's when he loved him the most. But he was like, because he would be crying and telling him, you know, I'm gonna pray for you, brother, and all this other shit. But he was like, when I'm healthy and working out and looking good and doing shit, he was like, man, why you got that? Why you da 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 da?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Shit's crazy.
We gotta do better. We gotta respect our people.
Yeah.
We gotta respect people that are, you know, feeding us, inspiring us,
Yeah.
giving us jobs, things of this nature. We just gotta do better. We can't be fighting, grown men fighting in front of kids.
Grown men fighting.
Because you got offended by what somebody says.
Right.
It's crazy.
To have beef over the age of 30 is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of beefs over the age of 30, I feel like it's died down a little bit, but this comedy beef is literally a freaking joke. Like all these comics going back and forth with each other.
Well, you know,
It's
that shit been going on. It just was no social media.
no, I think maybe this Cat Williams kind of like ignited it. You know,
Yeah.
kind of ignited me, people talking back and forth. If it was going on for
He
such a long
did.
time.
But
But I
then
think it's
like Shannon Sharp got caught in the middle and now he's gay and he's this and he's that. I'm
he was
like,
looking a little zesty in that green. Did you see him in that green?
Who?
Shannon Sharp when he hopped out the Escalade.
yeah,
He went
But-
to that wine joint.
Yeah, I really like it. Benefit of the doubt, but
the man had,
I'm like, they probably just caught him at a weird moment.
Bruh.
Like, you
Nah,
know,
he hopped out the car and he was, you know, talking to the camera. He
oh,
had
I've
the
only seen
outfit.
the photos. I haven't seen the
Nah,
videos.
he was, you know, talking and stuff, and he walked into the store.
he had his
Legs
hips
so close
replaced.
together.
He had his hips replaced twice and his knees, bro.
And you know, he probably.
For me, I'm like, why is his feet so close together? But, you know, I kept that to myself. I don't like the
Lou, you see Lou Williams
What?
snippet?
Yeah. But my thing is, and I feel like, and this is like to our community, whenever someone like, you know, Shannon Sharp or whatever, whenever they cross over or become bigger,
Yeah.
now he's either gay or I remember people were talking about T.I. and I remember people were saying,
it's
oh,
clout
Sierra's
chasing.
a man.
Yeah, it's clout chasing, and I mean with the algorithms and all the stuff. When you hit big, if people saying something about you and it pops up, it's just an algorithm game. He's a target
Yeah.
because he's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So let me say this about him. Let me make this thing about him. You know, the blogs is going crazy. I think it's a clout thing, and I think at the end of the day, he's probably just like,
I don't think he cared.
he don't care. He just counting.
Oh, he cared.
checks.
He cared.
He
He
don't
been,
care.
he been on his podcast talking about he got heated with Ocho because Ocho was telling him like to ignore it because
When Mike X on that,
what Steven Jackson said something on All the Smoke.
with Mike X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, ignore that shit. But I'm just like,
Steven
Come on,
Jackson.
man.
Steven Jackson. Well, Mike Epps is kind of talking about the situation between him and Shannon Sharp and how they kind of like, you know, let bygones be bygones. And if Steven Jackson was in the cut, he was just kind of like, well, you won't be mad if there's no truth to it.
yeah.
And it kind of like fell back,
Yeah.
and everybody in uproar from that.
I feel like Shannon don't give a fuck about what, like,
I don't think.
regular day citizens are saying.
If I'm Shannon, I would have started joking about it. Like, yeah, that green suit did make me look
a little dusty.
and a little man person and shit. But you got to think, but this right here is where people like kind of forget. A lot of times, dudes that used to like dress up back in the day, now that they're older
Go.
and they're letting somebody style them, it's like, okay, I still want to look my age, but I want to be hip. So all the old guys now, they carry those little man purses.
Yeah, because the stylists are styling them.
Yeah.
maybe
No.
he's going out there getting what he gets.
I'm not
Bro, you remember how
I'm not about to give you that.
used to dress, bro?
I'm not about to give you that.
I'm saying, like, he had to stop. Stop.
Hey, speaking of Zesty getting style, what about Diddy? Cause I had this.
I don't, bro. I just don't believe that shit, bro.
With the new accusations?
Yeah.
The new accusations?
I don't believe it, bro. It's like every one of the stars. First off,
What's the headline? You don't
I'm
believe it?
just, bro. I'm just saying, like, every one of the stars, every black star there is, it's like either he's gay or he's Illuminati or he gave somebody up for a blood sacrifice.
Where does that rhetoric come from? Is it from our community?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody talking about Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Nobody say anything about Seinfeld or what's his name? The Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
Nobody saying nothing about them. They barely talk about Chris Rock. Think about that.
You know why they don't say nothing about those guys?
I'm just saying. Chris Rock.
No.
Take Chris Rock.
You know why they don't say anything about Adam Sandler and some of those guys.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say it.
Watch your mouth.
I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
say that one.
I just think it's crazy though, man. Shit.
Nah, I mean,
We don't. It's like I said. It's almost like a jealousy. Like we don't celebrate our stars anymore.
the thing is this. When you're in Hollywood, and this is just my take. I've never been to Hollywood. I've never done a job in Hollywood, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm just feeling as if, just looking from the outside in, Hollywood is an entity of its own, and you don't know what's going on in there unless you're there. So there's high possibility. And I'm not just talking about the location in Hollywood. I'm talking about in California. I'm talking about
The world,
Hollywood,
yeah.
right? There's a high possibility, because we don't know what goes on in the White House too, right? That there are powers that be, there's hierarchy, and there are systems that play that are like checks and balances. You see it in like Game of Thrones, and there's some shit that be going on. If this guy got to get out of power, there's some type of scheme going on to make that guy out of power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So who knows these allegations and these court things that we see as the normal people?
Yeah.
Who knows if there's not something else at play behind the background? You know what I'm saying?
You
I don't think
about
it's
the Ryan Garcia thing? You heard of
that
it?
was weird. I didn't really look into that.
I haven't either. I was hoping somebody
I
else
didn't,
would.
so that he got like kidnapped or something like that.
Yeah, and but that's the thing. It like goes to like it's like the still like the culty Illuminati, the rich, that kind of like it's still like that whole like Cat Williams talking about like they close the door, you provide fellatio, and now you got the job. Where it was like I think it was an elite group that tied him down, and they watched. He was forced to watch like pedophilia, like certain type of pedophilia.
Really?
And he was like, I have video evidence.
How did they get video evidence?
Says that was one thing that was weird, where it's just like everybody's like, how do you have video evidence of that when you were tied down?
And he was like recorded something like I'm being kidnapped, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
it was like weird. And then literally like the next day, he was just like, I'm not talking about that anymore. Like I'm done talking about it. Like I'm talking about the fight and the fight only. And some people are like Ryan Garcia has like 360 amateur fights on some just so people are like, this man may be dealing with some
He
like
might be dealing with some stuff. Because wasn't he dealing with some stuff a few years ago before the Gervonta Davis fight?
yeah. But then again, the video proof he did recently say he has video proof of Haney getting slept
I saw
by,
that.
and he released that video proof.
So maybe
What is a sparring match?
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis.
They say boxers say they get knocked out all the time.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm just speaking to video proof.
Yeah.
The man has credibility with regard to video proof.
I don't know.
But yeah, it was a weird like statement for like a day, and then the next day he was just like, I'm not talking about it.
Yeah. I don't know, with the Diddy thing, I don't think it's over. There's gonna be more stories, I'm sure, more allegations. But this guy seems a little iffy because he keeps coming out with stories about other people, not him.
This guy that's like an alleged lawyer that released the paperwork.
What paperwork?
There's like supposed like paperwork on like
Right.
meat mill being.
It's a bunch of people like that.
I heard
it. Like
I thought it was like the producer, one of his producers.
what's his name? Do the same shit. Jaguar, right? Or what?
Jaguar, right? Yeah.
I'm just like, man, come on, like.
Because the meat mill thing came from like paperwork that I think somebody else had written out. It wasn't like official documents.
I honestly think.
But it looked like official. It looked official enough to where Twitter got a hold of it and it just became wildfire.
A lot of that shit clickbait, man.
100%.
Because arguments about what? Because saying Meek Mill is gay or something?
Saying Meek Mill, someone saying that Diddy whispered in, I forgot the rapper's name's ear and was just like, was trying to encourage him to like give his hardest bar in the studio, and then it mentioned to the rapper that he was whispering in his ear, trying to motivate him, like, I had sexual intercourse with Meek Mill, like, you better get your shit together or some shit. But that's like, and it's just like, this isn't like.
Here's my thing about all that. If Diddy is gay, so what?
I just don't believe Meek.
No, I'm just saying, but if he is, so fucking what?
I think the biggest thing with Diddy is the Cassie thing. Like everything is opening up a can of worms. So now Cassie's situation happened. So people are either lying or they coming to the surface, and everything is like Diddy's this, whatever. So it doesn't really matter if he's gay or not. It's like, is he really putting people's lives at risk, or is he really harming people? Is he really?
Did he really force you to
trauma?
Yeah, for me, it's not the
like,
gay thing. It's like, is he taking advantage of these people?
Yeah. I think that's the thing.
I don't know about that. But I'm just saying, like, with all these stars, like Shannon Sharp, if he gay, so what? All right, what now?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like
you know,
damn.
Black Twitter works.
It's like
if the world is ending today, people are gonna make a joke of it.
that's like me saying, oh, Jay, if I was a white dude, oh, nigga. It's like in our minds, that shit don't hold no weight no more.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you done gave me the green light to whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but
you gave me the green light to whoop your ass.
But that goes to what you were saying. People want to throw gay, throw Illuminati on people. Yeah, I get you. Like, but why? Like, is there a certain time frame that this happens, or is it random? And why?
Because they can't do nothing else to belittle them. They're rich, they're powerful, they're celebrities.
So it is interesting, like, to think about it. Is it random?
Yeah, so maybe there's something that's at play.
Let's say you've been doing philanthropy and you've been doing all this good shit, and then out of nowhere somebody says, well, he gay. It's just like, all right, fuck. Why you worry about who you fucking?
It's always when somebody's blowing
up. You know what I'm saying?
It usually always seems like when somebody's like blowing up. Diddy just releases his album and then this happens. Shannon A. Sharp starts blowing up. People trying to comment. It always seems like when somebody's like
down. Yeah.
Cam Newton starting to really like take over journalism.
Think about Cam Newton. This motherfucker can't get on a team because of the fucking way he dressed. That is crazy. That's fucking crazy.
I don't know.
He can't get on a team. Name me one thing Cam Newton did in the league to where it would cause him not to even be considered to be on the team. Nothing. He never got in trouble.
It's not the way he dresses, though.
Bruh, it started with the way he was dressing. When the first owner of the Carolina Panthers was there, you notice Cam was clean cut, nothing.
You think it was the way he was dressing? Because there's other thing. If it was the
way
he
started to express himself.
Exactly, because I feel like it was like his charisma. Because if he dressed the way he dressed and then came to the facility and was on some hush hush shit, never talked to nobody, never talked shit like he does, chirping, it would have been fine.
But I'm saying,
yeah, but he went to New England and he was clean and he was.
What I'm saying is, when he started to be his true self, that's when people, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at Cam gay. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit. I'm just like, God damn, let the man be himself.
Okay, so this is gonna open up another can of worms. So, okay, if he can get blackballed, right, by the way that he dressed and expressing himself, then could there be some merit and validity to when people start to say, oh, this guy switched up, so he must be a part of the Illuminati, etc., you know?
Yeah.
Is that the price of being famous? When you have to, you know, kill your originality?
I think so. Look at those
being successful.
Look at those YouTube couples and shit. A lot of them end up fucked up. Or those TV couples, a lot of them end up fucked up, bro. Like fuck their whole marriage up or relationship.
Yeah.
And it's like that shit crazy because people get involved and they started like playing chess with them. And that's what fucks up everything, man.
It's crazy that you
Business.
can throw game on somebody's jacket that's black and it kind of like tarnishes them. But if you throw game on like somebody's white resume, like it's just like okay.
Hell, Ellen DeGeneres.
I don't even think they like. Well, that's the thing. But she's like she's genuinely gay, but like
Hugh Jackman. But
nobody cares.
Exactly. And he's Wolverine.
For real? I didn't know that shit.
He's Wolverine.
Nobody cares.
Man.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
That shit
Vin
crazy.
But is he?
I don't know if Diesel was gay, but he
but those-
doing sweet shit.
No, he ain't gay.
He may not be gay, but they have videos of Vin Diesel doing sweet shit, like dancing and shit.
Guess who else? Will Smith.
Yeah, but he's black, so that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's just like, damn, bro. Like,
What is it about? Like it's like I'm demasculating.
It's a. Well,
how many white comedians you seen get on?
Hold on, what was that thought, dude?
it is.
Demasculating.
But why is it so much more demasculating when it's with a black man?
Because we're seen as hyper masculine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which is crazy.
No, I think the worst thing about it is it comes from our own community.
Right.
It's not like it comes from like.
You don't see white comedians like, I don't like white comedian that hadn't worn a dress. They don't care.
Yeah. They don't give a fuck.
But for us, it's like, man, you gay.
On the Joe Budden podcast, Joe Budden was asking his cast members, because he was reading something, he was like, yeah, so, because he wants to go on a pod vacation.
Yeah.
And one of the ideas that came up through a pod vacation, like men's vacation, was taking mud baths together.
Yeah.
Like if you go to Colombia or something like that, you can jump in the mud. He was asking his guys, he was asking Ice and Ish, would they go in a mud bath together? And they were like, how big is the bath? You know what I'm saying? Like how big is the pool? And obviously it's a big pit, but they were just.
That's a
What I took from it was like they were so concerned on like space and making sure that they weren't touching each other in the mud bath. It's a freaking mud bath. On the contrast, like here in Europe, like we're open now to that. Like in the jacuzzi, mud bath, saunas, chilling, like nude, like how you're supposed to be in a sauna. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even like a thought anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but back at home, it's still like
pause culture comes from.
Well, it's because like in Europe they don't see everything as like, oh, this is sexual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's in America too, though.
I saw a video. I saw a video with a dude, maybe mid to late 20s. His dad was talking, and he was like sitting right here on his dad, and his dad was like rubbing his head, and they were like, oh, girls and shit, oh, that's gay, and they got another relationship, and I'm looking, and I'm like, you never had a father, because your dad, no matter, you could be 40 years old, he still sees you as a little boy.
Yeah.
He see you as a child. So he's sitting there chilling with his dad, and his dad like rubbing his head, I created this shit. Well, everybody, oh, he's gay, he's that, he's that. Like,
crazy. Yeah.
you never got love and affection from your parents.
It's very true. It's very true.
Like, because when my dad rubbed my head, no, my dad ain't like that. But I'll go and fuck with him and, you know what I'm saying, play boxing and shit like that.
More physical, masculine type of show.
Yeah. But
if you break it down, I mean, men do need that from their father, most likely too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To have that, call it feminine energy, because it's more like it's like a caressing. You know what I'm saying? It's rubbing your head like, like I got you, I'm protecting you. Your mother would do that because that's a sign of.
But that ends at a certain.
No,
age.
of course.
Yeah.
How old is
I
the kid?
don't know. I don't know if it does. Like, I remember when I lost a friend.
No, but how old was the kid you were talking about in that video?
The dude, he mid-20s, bro.
Yeah.
I remember, because his dad was young too. His dad was kind of young too. But I remember I lost a friend, and as soon as I came home, my dad was like, let it out. And I just fell on him. Like, he just,
Well, that's good.
and I'm just like, if you never experienced some shit like that, you don't, a father's love is different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people that don't have the privilege to grow up with a father, they may see that as, oh yeah, he's da 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 da, but it's just like you get the same love that you get from your mom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but in a different type of way. So
Yeah.
it's the optics of it. Yeah.
That shit is deeply embedded in the culture.
It's crazy, man.
Shit
Like,
crazy.
even kissing, like dads kissing their sons. In the white community, you see dads kissing their sons. You know, but like in our community, one, we don't see it at all. Or if you do see it, you're gonna get. Not like kissing.
Well, no, because like Tom Brady got in trouble for that. Everybody
lips.
in the lips. Tom Brady
I know.
was kissing his son in the lips.
I know, and that's what I mean. Like white fathers be kissing their sons in the lips.
Yeah.
I don't condone that. I don't condone any of that.
That's
I'm
amazing.
saying-
Like, who makes the rules for shit? Who makes the rules?
I was like 5, 6 years old. I would always kiss my parents good night to go to sleep. I kiss them on the cheek.
Yeah.
Good night, mom. Good night. I remember I was going to the room. My mother was like, man, you gay. Last time I came, my parents kissed on the cheek.
No, but you gotta do that.
Oh,
man.
man.
We gotta do that. We gotta do more of that. We gotta have more men showing affection to their sons, to men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just even a hug when we get
Yeah,
older.
but it's like love languages where it's just
Bro, even as we get older, and I'm gonna just speak for myself. Hugging a man, like, what's up, bro? It's still kind of like taboo. It's not like I hate
But
you.
it's
homophobic,
a
something like
diss
that.
hug. That's the biggest hug you'll get from a man. Where it's just
Nah,
like,
even if you like, yo, my bro, like, man, Aron always hug, like, because that's his way of like saying what's up. He's not gonna be like, yo, what's good, bro?
yeah, but you can't speak for you though, because you're well traveled and you have like a big cultural
No,
like.
but that's what I'm saying. Why can't that be something that is accepted in our culture? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's up? I mean, I've seen it in the South when I was.
You'll see it. I mean, yeah, you'll see it.
more so.
But like certain shit, you're just not gonna see. Like, well, you'll see men hug each other, and it's just like, but that's not like a regular embrace.
Yeah.
That's not a regular embrace.
Yeah, I hug my dad like that, or my brothers.
You hug them like this?
Yeah.
I'm
just saying, you know, give them the handshake.
Yeah, here. But like, imagine you came even now, somebody you come up to hug your dad with your hands.
Nah, hell no.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
No, it's the.
Hey,
It's
guys,
diagonal.
hey, guys, because there's a difference between this and that. Like,
Not
you
the
know,
fucking
hey,
all the
that.
time. Not all the time. You know, when you're doing some good things or something, just okay.
Yeah.
But always just
Hugging somebody.
But
how often do y'all hug?
I think
This one would say, "What's up?" Like, "What's good?"
Every time y'all like,
no.
No,
Every time.
no.
I'm not
I don't think
I'm not coming at y'all. I'm just asking. Like,
I don't think
No, it's like.
I've never hugged this nigga in my life.
yeah, man, you better. but I don't think people. It's like saying I love you when you get off the phone or something. I think until you lose somebody close to you, you don't know what it feel like to maybe you're like, damn man, I wish that person was so I could give him a hug. Because like often you lose people and you don't get a chance to express that, like, man, I love you, man, da 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 da.
Right.
And when they gone, it's like, fuck. Like, damn.
I want to just touch them one more time.
Yeah.
Like, just touch them one more time.
I hug Pops regularly, especially because but like, you'll never catch me giving my dad a kiss on the cheek.
Man, if I told my dad like this, get the fuck off me.
Or like how you may lay up with your mom, like even like now, I may lay up with my mom on the couch, like we watching a movie and like we kind of like right here, but like I would never do that with
No,
my dad.
of course. Now, that's not to.
That's not black daddy gonna let you do that.
No, of course. I mean, that's not to say that it would be wrong if you just kicking it with your pops or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
But obviously, there's.
I'm from Brooklyn.
There's always these systems, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
There's always these.
It's love language, is it not?
Yeah. Love. No, I wouldn't say it's a love language.
My dad loved me. Man, get the fuck off, do all that bullshit. I go to up, give me a hug, Dad. Get the fuck off. When I was little, yeah. But when I got older, I go, come here, man. Get the fuck off and do that shit.
Because I don't hug my dad all the time, but like I'm obviously don't live at home, so like when I go home, big bear hug.
Of course.
Every once in a while, you know, I just be like, damn, like, you know, I'm leaving soon. Like I'll give my dad a hug just randomly, right? And he's not gonna be on some just because he knows that we don't see each other much. And then before I get dropped off at the airport, it's a big bear.
But you got that when you were younger too.
So definitely got that when I was younger. But like
it's from the childhood. Right?
Yes, of course.
You know, the touching, the feeling, and
Well, it depends, because some people just more affectionate than others.
That's true too.
Like, I'm not that huggy type motherfucker. I'm not that, because you know a lot of people here, especially couples, they want to be kissing in public and all this other shit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, bro, it's the fuck.
No, but I think it's important. Like me and my brother, when we see each other, every time we see each other, but it also goes to we don't see each other all the time.
Yeah.
It's a big hug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My dad was weird about like holding hands, because like when I was a kid, when I was younger, like my dad would always hold my hand.
Yeah.
Walk around the park, etc.
Sure.
But like when my brother, when I was about, I don't know what age it was, but it became like a joke where like my dad would always hold my brother's hand once I got a little older.
Of course.
And every time I tried to grab my dad's hand, he'd be like,
How old are you?
I don't remember. Me and my brother have like a 22.
12 years old. Man, come on, bro. They motherfucker 12. Got a whole mustache growing. Let go of my head.
Because that's the thing you expect, okay, your mom is probably always going to be down to hold your hand, right? So I'm like, if mom do it, I'm going to go, dad, and I have it.
There's gotta be age cutoff.
There's got to be age cutoff. There's age cutoff of everything. When you, like, even, this never happened in my household, but what is the age cutoff for kissing your kids on the mouth? Because there's an age where it's acceptable.
Shit,
8 months old, yeah.
What the fuck? You kissing your kid. First off, ain't gonna tell them what type of freaky shit y'all do. And you kissing your kids on the mouth. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah, nah.
Hell nah. Fuck that.
My mother didn't even let us kiss my sister on the face when she was a kid, actually.
How old?
When she was a baby. She would always be like, don't be putting your it came from my grandmother, and then it obviously went down to my mom and stuff like that. But we couldn't kiss our cousins.
Culture is very
I think that's
It's a hygiene thing.
yeah.
I think it's all about the culture.
Yeah.
Because in Hungarian families, lot of time they are kissing each other in
In the mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they can't.
Or even Eastern
y'all
Romania.
For me.
I don't think.
Because you know there is other mentality. If you kiss somebody to the moms, it's.
But y'all do the cheek kisses too.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'd be the toughest dudes too that grab each other back of the neck and they
In the face?
Bro, you'll see
Yeah.
tough.
You don't put your lips on that cheek.
Oh, yeah, you just.
You like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
And
do it.
they'll grab niggas back in niggas' head like this.
Oh, that's
And like in our culture, you don't do that. And I've had Europeans that try to do that. I'm like, bro, no. You know, like niggas
Turkish people do that too. Like,
Yeah.
try and grab you by the back of the head.
Always kiss
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Oh,
Turkish, Hungarians
Yeah.
always want to kiss and free kiss, you know, to your face. And
Yeah. You ever let a dog look you in your face?
Hell no.
Exactly. That's not our culture.
yes, different.
Dog, Dre to let a dog lick his face. Get out.
That nigga from Vermont. Dog, look at them up.
wow.
You miss me, boy?
Mr. Date got a date.
It's a big day.
Yeah.
Shit. Y'all eat too?
Get them niggas a promo.
Y'all ain't hungry?
I'm
Oh, you hungry? I'm hungry. We about to eat.
Exactly.
Sure.
Shit.
We can come with you.
Hell no. I need something.
The fuck?
Another Dander production.